So we're going to be talking about the new content that I'm creating, and you all are going to be part of my prayer board. Hello my lovely sunshines, and welcome back to #A Shy Moment. I feel as though it's been a really long time since we've done a vlog-ish kind of video. So we're going to be talking about the new content that I'm creating, and you all are going to be part of my prayer board. So if you have been around since we started #A Shy Moment, then you have been with me when we were trying to figure out what direction I wanted this channel to go, and all of the in-betweens of who I thought I wanted to be as a content creator versus where I ended up being as a content creator. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Cheyenne. This is #A Shy Moment, and I'm really happy that y'all are here. So when I first started this channel, I wanted it to be I learned how to do something that one of my friends is really good at. And that was really fun for a certain amount of time, and then I kind of was like, I don't really know if this is what I want to do. Then I fell into more of the fashion type of stuff where I would do a lot of try on hauls, and I would buy things from different websites that y'all would recommend for me. I would try them on, tell y'all what I thought about them, and then do reviews. Then of course it was the vlogs, my monthly vlogs that I put together with my life. I feel like was a little bit more exciting than what it is currently. Then there was everything in between that I said, you know what, why not just post it? So we were posting it. And then of course that brings us to my most recent journey of marriage, and I vlogged almost all of my wedding process. Don't worry, the wedding video is still in the works, and it'll be well worth the wait, I promise. So that does lead us to what is it that I'm doing now on #A Shy Moment. So I plan on doing a longer video at another date about reconnecting with Jesus and why it is that I have decided to completely shift all of my content and focus on creating content that glorifies Jesus and that brings all of his disciples back home to him. For the time being, in short, because the purpose of this video is really for y'all to create my prayer board with me, I will just say that about 8 months or so ago, I had decided to stop just keeping Jesus to myself and sharing it with my platform. And I say that to say is that I have always had a love for Jesus, a love for God, and it has always been something that I kind of held on to myself because I didn't want to upset people. I didn't want to talk about him and then make other people uncomfortable or make it feel as though I was forcing my beliefs onto others. And it dawned on me over the summertime where I said, why would I hold on to something that I love this much when I have seen all the amazing and wonderful things that Jesus has done for me? Why would I not want to share that with everyone that I love, with y'all that I love? And it just felt so selfish that I would even think, oh my gosh, Jesus is just for me and for nobody else, when the reality is Jesus is for everyone and he loves all of us. So I started to slowly incorporate Jesus into my social media content, and I was a little putting it nicely, I was extremely hesitant about doing it because again, I had what I thought was, really gained my true sunshine, and I was scared that if I started posting more about Jesus that I would then lose my sunshine. But the reality is it did the complete opposite, and I actually gained so many more sunshines into this community because I was vocal about my love for Jesus. And so that kind of brings me to matching my long format videos with my reels and my shorts and whatnot, and having it all flow together. So to kick off this journey with y'all, we are going to be starting with my prayer board. I am so excited to be creating this. Usually I do New Year's resolutions, and it's kind of funny because I never thought that New Year's was one of my favorite holidays, but it kind of turns out that it is because I like the idea of fresh start and new beginnings and setting goals and accomplishing them, and if I don't accomplish them, what can I do to accomplish them in the future? So then it dawned on me, why do resolutions when I can do a prayer board? And I was, again, a little bit hesitant on doing this because I was like, well, I pray every day already. What difference would it make if I actually had a visual board up there if I'm already doing it without having that visual? Then a lot of reels started popping up. People were sending me their boards, and I said, oh my gosh, I have to do this. This sounds like something that I'm called to do also. So I'm going to be taking this wall over here, and I'm going to be making our prayer board, and yeah. I have linked everything that I am using for this board down below in the description section. Let's start with what the basics are. What is a prayer board? So for me, the prayer board is going to consist of prayers that I have for my husband, for my family, for myself, for health, for finances, for those that I love. And the fun thing for me is that this is ever changing, and I can always add more prayers to it. And then if some things aren't aligning anymore, in the sense of, God took it off my heart, that wasn't actually what it is that I really wanted or needed more so, then I'm gonna remove it. Let's get started. So it's a little bit eager and already started. As you can see, I have my one square up on the board. I'm using cork boards because as I grow and pray more, and then if I change prayers in the sense of I don't necessarily want to be praying for that anymore, I can go ahead and take it off the board. So I'm using cork boards. I have 6 squares. So my plan is to go 3 across, 3 across in 2 rows. I'm not aiming for perfection, and I'm pretty sure that square that's already up there is already crooked. But these are from Amazon. So I actually thought that these were pre-stick, but they're not, which I'm excited about and like not excited about at the same time. I was excited because if they were pre-stick, then I would just be using what I'm using right now, the double-sided like command strip kind of tape that sticks onto the wall, and then I would preserve the actual sticky stuff that was on the back for when I move into our next place. They didn't come with that, so we are just using command strip double-sided stuff to stick it on there. This is kind of a pain, if I'm being honest, with getting it off the wall. And that's just gonna be a bridge that we cross when we get there. So I have 4 squares up there. I was debating if I want to go this way or if I want to go vertical up and down. That's vertical, right? And I kind of think I'm gonna build it up because I do have some hexagon cork boards from back in LA that my dad actually shipped me because I asked him for them. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and build it up, and then that way I can use the cork boards kind of like as a surrounding border kind of thing maybe. Okay guys, this is like the least fun part, and then we're gonna jump into all the good stuff. Base of the prayer board is all set. Next up, we're going to go ahead and cut out those letters that we can put on the board. I will admit, these letters are actually way bigger than I anticipated them being, but I am excited about them because they are for bulletin boards, so I'm going to go ahead and use them at my job because we could always use more bulletin board letters. I'm excited about these because they follow my neutral color scheme that I'm going for. Neutrals are apparently out for 2024, but I will forever love them. Therefore, neutrals for, where am I? There we are. Therefore, neutrals for all the things. So, you can see they're like super giant letters, and we're going to spell out the word pray. Y'all, I am not going to lie to you. I haven't been working on this very long, but I am a little bit tired. It could just be because I did a lot of other things today. If I happen to switch out of this sweatshirt and I look different, just put 2 and 2 together. So I found the letters that I want. So I have this 10P, it's like yellow, lavenderish R, blue A, orange Y. Now, as far as how I want to put it up there, we're gonna trial and error. I promise I have an English degree. That's so crazy. Then I have these neutral, kind of boring-ish, but I think they're super cute pins. And I'm gonna just go ahead and pin the letters up there, so that way if I don't like it, I can go ahead and just unpin them. Okay, so we have pray up there, which is exciting. I just feel like now that word is up there, the board is coming to life. It's coming to life, everyone. So the next thing we're going to do, this is actually not the original color that I wanted to get for these flower garland. However, because it was overstocked, it was the cheapest one, and I was like, well, you know what? They look like sunshines anyway. So I am not going to be devastated because my plan is to have them drape up at the top and maybe do a border, but for the time being, I think I just want it to kind of swing nicely up there. So I'm actually going to go ahead and cut it, and my plan is to use these super cute safety pins so they'll go into the corkboard, and then I will use the cute. Okay, I'm really not that great at measuring, but y'all, we're going to try our best here. Hopefully this goes exactly as planned. It's usually not the case with me, but we can pray. Get it? We can pray. Y'all, it actually looks so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Tell me that's like not the cutest thing. Now we have the actual part of the board, writing the prayers. So I am taking envelopes. I'm going to actually make them look a lot nicer because these are just kind of boring white plain envelopes, and I am going to label them according to what the prayer category is going to be. And then once I have those labeled, I'm going to go ahead and write the actual prayer itself on my post-it notes. Y'all, I'm having so much fun. I love this. So I have my prayer categories. I have the future, prayers for self, prayer for friends, for family, and for husband. And then on all of the envelopes, I picked a specific Bible verse that will relate and correspond. I ended up adding a envelope for those I do not know, and an envelope for, I don't know why I say words weird sometimes, but an envelope for the world. So y'all, this prayer board has taken me quite some time. It's probably because I didn't work on it for all 24 hours in the day because life and whatnot, but I am so excited to show you what it looks like. I absolutely love it. My favorite part, instead of using these sticky notes to write quotes on it, I actually found some really cute ones on Pinterest that I loved, and my favorite Bible verses also that I decided to just print out because they're like way cuter than my handwriting on a post-it note, and I put them up there. And then I also just love that this is something that's not final because I can add prayers to the board whenever it is that I feel compelled to go ahead and write that prayer down. So I'm about to share it to you. After that, the video is going to end. So before we actually conclude the whole thing, I just want to say I love y'all oodles and noodles, and I am always so happy and so blessed that you come back to my channel to spend time with me. I also just want to say, if you do have a prayer request that you feels on your heart and maybe you yourself don't know how to articulate it, please comment down below and let me know what it is that I can pray for. Or I don't know if YouTube has DMs. I should probably know by now. I've been here for a long time. But regardless, please let me know how it is that I can help you in that prayer, and I will absolutely add it to my board in whatever envelope feels appropriate. Again, I love y'all, sunshines, oodles, and noodles. Thank you for being here, and I am so excited for this journey with you.